Welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. My name is Jerry Marie, and this is your Gemini December 2019 reading. Now, like I can't talk today. Like all of my other readings, we have the same cards that we're going to be using to get the energy for this month's reading. We have the Fountain Tarot, Sacred Spirit reading cards, and the Work Your Light Oracle card deck. So without further ado, Geminis, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. All right, Gemini, so like in all my other videos, the timestamps will be either below or in the description box for you guys to fast forward past the shuffle if you guys don't want to take the time to listen to all my rambling during this moment. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the High Vibe Tribe. Also, for others of you that are tuning in and you guys have not subscribed, or if you are a new watcher, I do encourage you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button off to the far right and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the community, the tribe, the vibrations of light. I also want to say that this is going to be your December 2019 reading. In about 2 weeks or a week or so, you guys will be seeing that I post a 2020 overall yearly reading for my Gemini. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Also, for those of you that would like to book a personal reading with me, the link will be in the description for you guys on how to do that. Or if you guys just want to email me, chit chat, have some questions, all of that will be in the description as well. So without further ado, Geminis, let's jump right into your December reading. I also want to advise my Geminis, Sun, Moon, or Rising, to check out the readings or the advice for their big three signs. So your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising sign, if you're aware of what those are, maybe I'll make a video about it, who knows. But if you guys are aware of your signs that fall either for your Sun, your Moon, or your ascending sign, I also advise you guys to check out that specific reading as well, because it may resonate just a bit more than the Gemini reading you're watching here. So go ahead and look at all three of your big threes readings to draw it back into a collective information that is specific for you. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this December 2019 reading for my Geminis, okay? You guys may have noticed that I'm shuffling a bit, shuffling a bit different. So if you guys are seeing that, that is exactly what's going on. We are shuffling just a bit more different today. So bear with me while we get these readings out and these cards out. Okay. All right, guys, at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, we have the Nine of Coins. Now, Nine of Coins, she's a very self-sufficient, independent woman. So this is your overall December energy. What I'm picking up just with this bottom of the deck energy is someone who's very goal-oriented, work-oriented, someone who's like, gotta get the check, gotta get the check, gotta get the check, gotta get the check. So for my Geminis out there, you guys are very focused on your coins, your money, your family in a sense, or anything dealing with earth energy. That could be finances, that could be family, but it's more from an independent source. Nine of Coins, she's very like self-sufficient. So I'm picking up from my Geminis that for December, you guys are going to be highly focused towards your goals and your money and work. And that is the energy for December. And in a sense, I'm getting that you guys are preparing for something, but that is overall. Now, I have to say something that I'm noticing here. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Coins, but here is a lot of internal, in a sense, internal Ooh, yeah, a lot of internal conflict. So some of you may be allowing your work life or just, how you go about work and working your job as a distraction to what is going on internally, okay? So like always, we have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 for December. All right, Gemini, let's get into this reading. So for week 1, we have the 5 of Wands paired with the 9 of Swords. So 5 of Wands speaks about like conflict, chaos, argument, pettiness. And you have that paired with the 9 of Swords, which is like mentally entrapment in a sense. So what I'm feeling for week 1 of December is my Geminis are being some worry bugs. You guys are going to have some internal conflict with something, decisions. Something is stressing you out in a sense, okay? Something is stressing you out, and it's to the point where you feel like you cannot find a solution and you just don't know how to get out of this little rut you're in, Gemini. It could be a choice or a decision, but I really feel like this is more of an internal conflict that my Geminis are feeling. You guys, when I do these readings, pause for the cause. Let's just talk about this really quick. When I do these readings, I kind of tap into the energy of whoever I'm reading for. And for you guys, this is Gemini's collective December reading. The energy that I'm feeling is just really, you guys have been burned by something. And I say that because I was relighting my Palo Santo and my coal here, and I literally burned my finger like 3 times. And it just, it's like one of those situations where like you drop something and then you pick it up and then you drop it again and then you pick it up and you drop it again. And you're like, fuck, I keep dropping this shit. That's how my Gemini's energy has been, just over and over and over and over, just conflict. And it's doing something internally to you guys to where it's like mentally you're just so over it. You're over it mentally, but then there's that other part of you. Now, Gemini represents the twin. So I will say for my Geminis, you guys are battling between spirit, the good angel and the bad angel is the best way to say it. And you guys literally pulled that in week 3. So week 1, we'll draw it back. You have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. To me, just represents an internal conflict with yourself, fussing and fighting, arguments, but more internal, more in your head, creating imaginary arguments. In a sense, it's like if you guys have ever done this, I know I have, maybe it's the Pisces in me, but if you guys have ever thought about an argument and like, damn, I should have said this. So you replay the argument in your head on what you're going to say next time if you're ever in that situation. That's what my Geminis are doing in week 1. Y'all like, oh no, next time I'm gonna be prepared because I know exactly what I'm gonna say. And in a sense, it's petty, but it's like imagined conflict. For week 2, you have the Page of Coins with the 5 of Cups. So there's something new and a new approach to finances that you guys are thinking about. Like, well, maybe I should start this new job, or maybe I should try to work here. But there's a need for you guys to be cautious of this new coin. I see this in 2 areas. As I'm looking at it, it's like she's offering him something and he's just like, no, I want to live my sad life. So that could be some of you. Some of my Geminis could be getting an offer of something that could potentially be a good opportunity, but you're so used to, you're so focused on the cups you spilled. It's like, I don't even want to look at that. No thanks. I don't want it. I don't want your love. For others of you, it could be someone offering you something that he's like, let's see, maybe I'll walk over there. But in reality, it'll bring you more grief than you're in now. So just be mindful, use your intuition, my Geminis, as to this new offer that's coming in. Ask yourself, is there something you're looking for deeper in accepting this offer? Or is this really an offer you want to take? For those of you who's just looking for an escape from something and somehow think that what she has over here is better than what he has here, I'd be very mindful for taking it, because you just may walk over there and still have this cloud above you. Even in this card, the skies appear to be nice and clear, and then he has like the storm above him. So he's like, well, maybe if I just walk a little bit further, the skies will clear up. But there's a need for me to say sometimes the storm is not in the location, but coming from inside. So don't assume, Gemini, that there's going to be brighter skies on a different lawn or a different yard if you haven't internally resolved the conflict within yourself. And I say this with love. So some of you guys could be getting an opportunity, though, to actually clear up the storm that's coming from within, but you guys are going to have to take it and do the work. So real internal stuff for my Geminis. Now for week 3, we have the Fountain paired with the Devil. Now I see this also in 2 areas, in 2 ways for week 3. There's a decision. So coming off of what I said for week 2, there's a choice to, something is being offered to you, and I believe the offer is happiness. My Geminis are pretty stubborn though, so it's like you guys, to me, the Fountain card represents spirit or the divine, God, whatever you want to, the positive vibrational aspects. And the Devil to me represents more of those lower vibrational encounters, devil, indulgence, addictions, restrictions and chains. And it doesn't always have to be that heavy, but I do see a pairing here of 2 opposites. So in week 2, there's going to be an offer to you guys. This offer can either be coming from source or coming from lower vibrational activities. And you have to use your discernment to choose which is best for you. Also, there's going to be an offer to some of you out there to help you change this internal fuss you've been in. And some of you guys are just like, nope, I like doing things the way I'm doing it. I don't want to. I like this side. And there's an encouragement for you to try it. Try it, because it just might bring you the happiness you're looking for, you know? These are 2 major arcana. So this is like literally going to shape everything for you. It's going to shape your 2020. It's going to shape the next decade you live mentally. Who do you want to speak to you for the next decade? Do you want the bad angel or the good angel? And if you really want that good angel on your shoulder, Gemini, you guys need to accept this offer of peace. And you guys got to get out of that, nah, I like it over here. I'm used to being sad. It never worked before, so it's not going to work now. You're not doing anything that I haven't tried before. What I'm hearing Spirit say is, yeah, but you haven't tried it with others. You've tried it alone. And now it's time to try it with others. And for those of you who's like, well, I have tried it with others, I got another message, stubborn. It is, you have not tried it with me. And that is Spirit saying that 100%. So make the right choice. And I believe you guys are going to make the right choice. And you guys are going to see good turnarounds, because for week 4, you have the 8 of Wands with the Emperor. Now, the Emperor represents Aries. So this could be an Aries coming in to help you, with fast-paced movement, helping you align back to source energy, to remove those lower vibrational activities. Or it could just be source clearing out that chaos internally, because this Emperor represents like someone who can create through chaos, having structured understanding through like a chaotic time. So this could be you taking yourself out of the box and saying, no, this is what I want to create. This is what I want to do. This is the mental person I want to be. And once you do that, there is fast-paced movement to the goal. And you guys finally align back with source, which is beautiful, beautiful energy, my Geminis. So we're going to go in with the Sacred Spirit reading cards by Anna Stark. I really love this deck, y'all. I know I say that every time, and I know that I say that every time, but I do. I'm going to leave the book out for some reason. I'm being called to. I feel like there's going to be a message that I need to read from the book. So I'm going to leave this book here. And we're going to go ahead and shuffle. Now, if you guys cannot hear me shuffle, or if you can hear me shuffling but cannot see me shuffling, I'm just shuffling more towards the bottom of the table. Also, if you guys are new here and this message is resonating, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would love to do more readings for you. I would love to have more insights for you. And for those of you looking for a personal reading, go ahead and check out the description as well. I would love to connect and share with my Geminis out there. All right, so let's get 2 cards from the Sacred Spirit Reading card deck that's going to outline the energy spirit of things that my Geminis need to hear during this time. All right, Spirit, what is some things my Geminis need to hear right now? First card out, love and light, act with care. Yeah, for a lot of my Geminis, you guys have been in your head about something. There's a need for you guys to actually show a little bit more love, not even to others, because I feel like you guys have, but more so to yourself. Give yourself a little bit more love, a little bit more credit, a little bit more light in a sense. I'm going to actually go in and read this card because there's something in here that I feel like my Geminis need to hear. It says, love and light, act with care. Sending this love and light means 2 things. Love, the deepest form of unconditional love possible that you have in your heart and beyond physical comprehension. And light, the purest form of light that penetrates any darkness and finds any cracks or imbalances that are unable to resonate at this frequency or vibration, generally raising those to this level. People can sometimes be resilient to assistance, so not wanting help. Those with addictions or challenging behavioral or physical issues may not be able to ask or be willing to receive help. Feeling helpless can be overwhelming to caregivers and those with strong empathetic qualities. Not being able to offer aid or having assistance refused when a person's pride is too great can also feel disheartening. More importantly, though, it is to remember to respect their free will by acknowledging their own personal interference and intrusion. I'm gonna have to look that up. Intrusion into this person's life. Being too pushy in this area will have the opposite effect and personal karmic backlash, so make sure your ego is kept in check. Those stuck in victimhood, archetypes, or their emotional pain body are often not willing to be active participants in their own healing on a conscious level, particularly if their reasoning is recent or raw, including issues such as trauma and grief. Everyone heals in their own time, and it's important for respect to be given in this moment. All you can do right now is send this issue or person love and light. You are merely an observer in this case, and it is out of your control. Regardless of the physical outcome, there is little you can do except send this loving energy to this issue. This has the potential to energetically shift the situation into a positive outcome. Anyone you know can receive this loving form of healing energy. Purely sending from your heart with the celestial realm of 100% pure light can alter lower energies into a higher frequency, helping those experience hardships or a rough time in life. What I take this as is 2 things. The message here on this card also says resistance. Higher intervention is required. Act with care. So a lot of the fussiness you guys are having internally, Geminis, is just something you guys don't have control on. And you guys are very independent. Mind you, we pulled that independent energy. So for some of you, it's hard for you guys to either ask for help or receive help when it's given. There's a need for you guys to recognize when someone is trying to help you and just, if you can't accept it because your pride is too big, mimic what they're trying to give you to yourself and start there. Some of you guys just need to be a little bit more nurturing in your approach to how you handle things, what's going on internally, and allow for spirit and the divine to nurture you and to give you that love and that light you've been asking for. It's like someone who's been living with no light for such a long time. When you turn on the lights, their eyes are sensitive to the light, because it's like, it's been so dark. My pupils they're used to this. My eyes are used to navigating through this darkness, and then someone comes and lights up the room. Their intention is good, but it can be a little bit startling to the person who's been in the room of darkness for so long. And that's the message I'm hearing. So if that is you, slowly turn up the light, and just understand that if anyone is doing things out of love or helping and loving you, it's not to be, it's not to hurt you. You know, they didn't mean to hurt your eyes by turning on the light. They just wanted you to see a different world. Spirit message, observe limitation. So for a lot of you, the darkness that you're feeling is because you've had a limited lack mindset. For some of you, the light that's being turned on is more so someone turning on a light within yourself, allowing you to see, or spirit allowing you to see, you're worth so much more than you've accepted. And sometimes that can burn. Just like I burned my finger earlier. It can hurt sometimes, because it's like, I accepted so little for so long. So now there's that choice of, do I just continue to accept what I've always accepted because I'm just so used to it? Or do I actually require more? And do I build up the energy to withstand and hold more? Do I train my eyes to see the light versus continuing to navigate throughout this darkness? And in December, that's going to be the energy for my Geminis. I know Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini, and Mercury today, as I read this, has just gone out of retrograde Gemini. So for the time of Mercury retrograde, there's been a lot of issues that happened that you guys have just said fuck it to, and you guys were just like, you know what, excuse the language though, but you guys were just like, you know what, if this is my life, this is my life. I'm not forcing it. I don't care no more. I obviously don't got control over this, so whatever. And spirit is just like, no, that was just that time. We were just shedding light on things you needed to see. I was never going to make you go through that forever. So now that Mercury is going direct and things are starting to pick up and people's attitudes are starting to change and things of that sort, it's like you guys are seeing the other side of the darkness. You guys are seeing the light. And it's kind of, in a sense, you guys are kind of being stubborn to the light, because it's like, well, I already chose to stay on this side of the field. Don't just switch it up on me. So we're going to go in with the Work Your Light Oracle card deck, and we're going to get some answer cards and some advice for my Geminis out there for December of 2019. All right. The first answer card. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and execution. So for some of you, this internal conflict you're having is just because you haven't had anyone to talk it out with. You guys have been in this cave, in a sense, by yourself, and you guys haven't had the chance to really express yourself. For others of you, this is someone who actually literally hurt you, and you're having a hard time, like, deciding, should you speak to them and let them know they hurt you? Now, if this person has hurt you before, I don't suggest you going and talking to that person again, because they know what they're doing. So if someone has hurt you and you've already explained to them all these things, do not waste your breath with them, but share your feelings with someone you can confide in, maybe even a therapist, just to get it out. You guys gotta release it and get it out. So for some of you, I'm gonna suggest go to therapy, okay? Get it out. Get it out and talk about it, because you're holding on to so much internally. It's creating a fuss within you. For others of you, if you haven't told this person how you feel, then share it with them in a loving manner. And then from there, things will be made more clear. You'll either be like, all right, maybe I was tripping, or you'll be like, yeah, it's time for you to get out of my life because you do not serve my life. Next, the crumpling. What are you climbing to? So there's this wall you guys have built up that is about to come crumpling down, in 2019 December. This is a wall of darkness. You guys have chosen to be in your grieving head. You guys have chosen to just deal with what you guys have been going through. And there's someone or something that's coming in that's like, bullshit. We are knocking this wall down. And as you can see, on the other side of that wall is such beauty and light and fertility and growth and lush gardens. It's just, you gotta let the wall go, and you gotta be receptive to help. You have to be receptive to it. So again, there's a choice, like I said in week 2 with this page of coins card. Someone's gonna come in and offer you something. And for a lot of you, they're coming in and they're offering help. They're offering a new way of thinking, a new way of being. And they're offering to knock those defensive and just sad walls down. But you guys got to be receptive to it. The next card we have is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So again, through this hardship you guys have been going through and this inner conflict you guys have been having, you're not alone. You have people with you. You have loved ones that are standing beside you, that are showing you, hey, I care. And again, you have spirit messages here. Observe limitations. So spirit is directly with you all over this reading saying, hey, you're not enduring this by yourself. The moment you look up, because you guys have been holding your head down for so long, staring at the ground, sad, crying. The moment you hold your head up, you'll realize spirit's been standing before you the whole time. You just got to make the decision to pick your head up. At the bottom of the deck, we have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers of the Subtle Realm. And this is just another confirmation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, really 5 cards almost on this deck that is letting you know that you're not doing this by yourself. There are people here who's willing to help you, and there are people, they're light workers. There are people who pull from a positive energy source, because for so long you guys have been interacting with lower vibrational people that you believe are trying to help you, but in reality they're just pulling you down into this dungeon. And there are now new people coming in with offers of encouragement, offers to better you, offers to help you through and evolve through something. But you've gotten so many negative offers from people who did not have the best intentions that you're scared to take it. And Spirit is saying, take it. Take this offer, because this is a pure offer. This is an offer of love. This is an offer of light. This is an offer to be better, do better, and think better, Gemini. So go ahead and take that offer. I'm trying to think if there's anything else Spirit wants me to outline. For someone out there, possibly one person watching this video who didn't necessarily resonate with the whole message, you are the person who continues to try to pull people out of a dark spot. And Spirit wants you to know that it's not doing anything but dimming your light. And there's a need to just rearrange those that you care about and those that you focus towards and focus on, because they have a huge relation. And I believe this is for like one person. The people that you're trying to send love to have a huge relation to why you keep feeling sad after you go out and give them love. They don't deserve your love, Gemini. Yeah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve the light they've chosen. They want to stay in this lower vibrational field. And though you're trying to pull them up, they don't want to go up. They like it there. They've chosen that. So there's a need for you to just back off and allow them to be them, do them, and distance yourself from that. Well, my Geminis, if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you. If you've made it this far and you still haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more messages, more insight. And in the comments below, let me know how this reading resonates with you all. With love and light, I hope my Geminis have a blessed December, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.